Hello Arma fans, in this video I'm going to show you how to set up a simple Game Master mode on Arma Reforger. So the first thing you want to do when you get into a multiplayer Game Master game mode is you want to press B and you want to click on one of the players and vote for Game Master. So if there's just one player, it's easy to just press B and vote for one guy. After you've done that, you want to hold Y so that you enter the Game Master mode. Now you're in the game. You're going to navigate on the map and you're going to look for a place where you can start setting up your mission. For this one I chose the town of Mortar. The first thing that you'll need to do is you'll need to add a faction, so you can have the Americans, the Soviets and the FIA. I chose the Americans for this one. And then from there you first have to add a spawn point for the Americans. Here you'll see I pressed F and then M for map so that I can see where I want to place it, and that's my spawn point setup. The next thing you want to do is you want to add an objective for the American team. That I did by placing a move marker in the middle of the town of Mortar. The next thing I want to do is I want to start putting some units into my mission. So these units that I'm placing now is not players, but it's AI. And as well as placing the units, I also want to place an arsenal box from which you can rearm. You can also select weapons crates or equipment crates if you prefer. So the first thing I do is I'll put in a arsenal box so that my players can customize their kits. From there I would also like to add a structure. For this one I chose a small commanding post. So it's just a little tent that you spawn in when you start your mission. So you can see I'm just moving my arsenal box around. I've put my little small command post in place, and then from here I can start looking for characters. So I'm just scrolling down a little bit. Here I selected a little checkpoint. So it's just a little checkpoint where the military area starts, and from here I can then place a few units around it for immersion. So what I did is I went to the group selection for the Americans. I chose a small machine gun team, and this is all AI. So I'm going to place the AI in the checkpoint, and they're basically going to guard the road towards our small outpost. The next thing I do is I place a US infantry squad. So this will be my main attack squad that I will use in the demonstration in this small video. And the next point I place is a seize one. So I pressed F, I then pressed map to go to the area, and then I placed a new objective for the Americans to seize and attack this area. From here I go and I place some Soviet or enemy units. For this one I chose the infantry squad. So it's a Soviet infantry squad. So I put them down, I select the squad leader, I clicked on the defend marker and I asked them to defend the area around the farmhouse. I also moved the seize marker for the Americans into the same general area, so that when the Americans basically take over this place and eliminate all the enemies, that the seize objective would automatically complete. Here I'm just zooming in on one of the Soviet units to show you how they look. So it's typical Cold War era Soviet units with the AK-47, their helmets, their clothes. Yeah. So that's my very basic mission setup. What I can do then is I can select my American group my American infantry squad, and then I can assign them with a move marker towards that point. I want to split it up in two move markers. So the first one I'll put just to the south of Mortar Valley. I will hold left control and then I'll place another move marker. So it's successive move markers. So what you will see happen now is that the infantry unit, the US infantry unit, will start moving out towards this point. What I did there is at the top I just hided the game master game mode, and now I'm following my infantry squad as they are moving towards the objective. For this part I just want to show you how good the mechanics have been done. You can see that it really looks like they're running on top of the soil. I know in the past games really glitched out with how the units move, and it sometimes looked like they were floating. So I think that they did a really good job with Arma Reforger and just how the units run on the ground and run across the map. Just showcasing that a little bit more here. So we're still following the friendly unit as they make their way towards the Soviet outpost, going across the field. You can see that the camera is quite good even in an open field, and I love the shadow effects. I think they did a really good job with the lighting and the shadows. You can also see the grass moving. The units just making their way towards the Soviet outpost. So on the left is the outskirts of the town of Morton. We're going from the Morton town up to the Mortar Valley. At this point, I'm going back to the Game Master mode. I'm going to select one of the units in the group, in this instance the machine gunner, and I'm going to take control of him as a Game Master. So that's what makes the Game Master great, is that you can control any AI units at any time. You can go into the AI unit by right clicking and saying take control. If you want to leave that unit again, let it be an AI again, you can just hold the Y button, and you will basically escape from the take control screen or from the Game Master screen on that unit, and then you will still again have your overview. So I took control of this machine gunner now. I'm playing as one of the units in the rifle squad, and we're moving towards the objective. We soon take contact here. Two of the Soviet AI have moved out over the hill and started engaging us. So I'm just returning fire as the machine gunner. And you can see that the AI, they don't get stuck or run away. They will go down on knees, start returning fire, but they will still also push up to the mission, which is quite exciting. And they've gone into combat stance now. They are proning, or they're crouching down, taking a defensive posture. So on the left we're passing the guy that we just got shot. There goes James. James was just shot. Okay, and here I just pause to see what happens on the battlefield in front of me. We know that there's enemies in the house to the left front. We also heard some shots coming from the right front. We'll follow Thomas Reed. You see a guy there in the little greenhouse, and he just shot Thomas. He threw a grenade, so I have to run, get away from that. I ran just right into another guy, shot at him. The guy in the little greenhouse is still up, putting a few shots in him. And now I can hear more fire coming from outside the door and around the left. putting some shots downrange on him, shots downrange on him, not bad for firing from the hip. And there we get the little message that says that the US have now completed this objective. So the objective have been seized, the objective has been completed. So that's cool. It means our trigger worked and our little mission plan worked. From here you can click at the top on clear dead or destroyed enemy units. So that's cool for being a Zeus and being able to clear your mission so that you can start fresh. So it will clean all the dead bodies and all the debris lying around, and then you can start with your next mission. Alright, I hope you guys found that useful. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Then I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.